Alrighty, NWAPP is on the air. Nerd with a Phone Podcast Channel 2. It's time to get nerdified. But we got a rant. We got a rant right now. If you've listened to the last few episodes here on Spreaker, you know that John and I are launching a wrestling-based podcast. And we had every intention of covering Friday, October 25th's episode of SmackDown for 2019, only to go to my father's and find that they had put the World Series Game 3 on and moved SmackDown to freaking FS1 on cable, which we do not have access to. So, I decided I was going to download the Fox Sports app to view it, because that's where the website said it would be. And there's no real search function until you click a category. And guess what isn't a category on the Fox Sports 1 app? Wrestling. So, this is a rant episode. Be warned, there will be cussing and strong opinions of a personal nature. The opinions shared here may not be shared by anyone else, but we're pissed. Alright. We're gonna let Dreadful Rock say what's on his mind, for better or worse.
You sure you want to let me do this?
Try to keep it rated R.
Okay then. Well, first things first, I guess I have to get this one out, but fuck the MLB. What the hell is wrong with society today? I mean, why is this still a thing? This isn't the 1930s or 40s anymore. I can understand back then why baseball was such a huge hit. There was nothing else. With all the other forms of entertainment today, why in the hell is the MLB still a thing? It is so fucking boring. They take so long to even get up to bat or even get a pitch lined up, and whenever you think they finally do, no, he turns around and throws it at the baseman trying to pick somebody else off. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, in the thing we saw today, it took him like at least 15 minutes to throw a pitch because he kept trying to pick off the runner.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, get on with it.
Yep.
I mean, I wanted to, out of respect for your dad, who was kind of into it, I just shut up and let it go and just started playing Skullgirls on my phone.
Yep.
Shout out to the best mobile fighting game there is, Skullgirls. I just wanted to do the old Steve Austin chant. Boring, boring, boring. And unlike Charles here, I'm not really even all that pissed. I'm just, how do I say this? More than disappointed.
Yeah. The reason I'm pissed, though...
I am just utterly disappointed.
What I'm pissed about is the fact that, okay, fine. Fox made a decision, and based on numbers, it's an understandable decision. Probably 100 million plus people are tuning into the World Series, so why, they would have bumped their own hit programming, something in-house for the World Series. So it's not like they're picking on WWE here, but the least you can do is when the freaking series comes on the air, you tell freaking announcer in no uncertain terms, hey, you need to and you have to mention at the start of the freaking game before it all gets going, hey, sorry, SmackDown fans, you can catch that over on FS1 if you want to, but we recommend you stay here. See, I just did your job, Joe Buck.
Yeah, the only reason we even know about this, because I was on Facebook at the time, and I came across a post by one of my friends on Facebook, who I will rename nameless, with the post saying that SmackDown was moved to that particular channel.
Yeah.
Nowhere else was it ever stated.
Yeah, and I checked the feeds this morning.
Oh, and this was from an AEW website.
Yeah.
Not even WWE's.
Yeah.
It was AEW's website letting us know that.
Yeah. Yeah. AEW, the competitor, the competition, had to let us know where to watch WWE tonight. Let that sink in, wrestling fans.
And I'm really disappointed in everyone involved here, because after WWE and Fox making such a big, huge deal out of Fox getting SmackDown, they pulled this shit?
Yep. I would have, like I told John in our private conversation before we started recording here, at this point, if I'm Triple H, I go to Vince, I go to the rest of the McMahons, or I go to my wife, like that, and I'm like, listen, I'm putting my foot down. Y'all agree that the network was a good idea? Everything comes home, effective freaking immediately. We pay what we have to get out of our freaking contracts. This is the last time WWE is treated by a second-class citizen by anybody.
Oh yeah, if there's any chance or possibility whatsoever that you can hear this, or you're listening right now, Paul Levesque, do something.
Yeah.
Use your authority and make something happen.
Yep.
Because, yeah, this is uncalled for.
Uncalled for, unacceptable.
And all that noise you heard in the background earlier, that was Miss Fortune also expressing her hatred for this right now.
Yeah. It's just one of those. And we chose to do this here instead of putting it on the Wrestling Pod because we want the Wrestling Pod to be talking about the product, whether that's WWE, AEW, or whatever else, New Japan, if we happen to figure out a way to watch that. You know, we don't want to, you know, be the people that bitch all the time about, you know, the politics of it.
No, that's my job.
Right.
Usually under my breath to myself, but yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those deals. We're trying very hard to get some episodes made. We don't have the best of situations right now. Don't have the budget to, you know, pay for this, that, or the other thing. So Friday Night SmackDown being free on Fox was a get.
Yeah.
And
that's the reason we decided to start the new podcast with the Legion of Geek.
Yep.
And now, all of a sudden, oh, wait, no, we can't.
Yep. We can. We'll be able to catch up next week last week on SmackDown or whatever and find out.
Unless they play Game 4.
Like that. Well, no, Game 4, this should be over by Tuesday. This should be over by Tuesday because the Nationals are going to lose tonight. They take a day off. So that means Saturday night's off. Sunday, I predict Nationals win that one, and then they play again on Tuesday. And I think the Nationals finally close this out.
Well, okay, because, well, I have to state that I'm not a sports fan of any kind.
Yeah.
Well, except for the occasional golf.
Shouts out to Tiger, making old people not look like they suck. All right.
Other than that, I'm not a sports fan, which is why this is really irking me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a wrestling fan and whatnot, even though it's scripted and quote-unquote fake. I don't care. It's entertaining.
So, I mean, it is very entertaining. I mean, like, I know some wrestling fans get very defensive about the idea that wrestling is just like the circus, but it is.
And I'll admit, The Sandlot is one of my favorite movies of all time, but really, watch The Sandlot. The plot does not center around baseball.
Yeah.
Sure, it's about a bunch of kids going to a baseball diamond and getting together and becoming great friends, but the plot is not about baseball.
No.
It's a very entertaining movie. Just go watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, just like, despite the fact that Major League Baseball doesn't seem to get this, I saw this, I want to rant about this too. They're going to play a game in August of 2020 at the actual Field of Fucking Dreams from the movie. And I'm like, did you not freaking understand the message of the movie? These people were so obsessed with baseball that when they died and went to purgatory, the only thing they have is baseball. And Major League Baseball is now going to recreate that game. Did you not understand the plot of the movie? Anyway. Anyhow, rant done. Just a couple of podcasters here pissed off that we couldn't do our jobs tonight because WWE allowed Fox to push them around. I think that about covers it for me. You got anything else?
No, I believe I have said my piece. I'm gonna, just let it end there.
All right. Apologize, I really do, if I've offended anybody.
I don't.
But it's one of those, man. It had to be done. It had to be done. Fellow podcasters.
Okay, I want to say, if I offended anyone, then, well, maybe you needed to be offended.
Right. It's one of those. I'm just saying, we're trying to get this thing going. And we can make another episode, which I'm going to talk to John about here in a minute. But it's not the episode I wanted to make, and I needed to get this off the chest in order to do the episode with a fresh thing, because obviously we can't now make the episode we wanted, because Walk Culture or somebody else, they're going to make an episode about this SmackDown and everything now. And theirs will be out at midnight or something. So, it would just look like we're copying them. That's what I'm pissed off about. But, it's really and truly, WWE should not put up with this treatment. They shouldn't. They have a network. There's no reason for it. If they wanted to make the app free and charge for pay-per-views, I would deal with that.
Actually, I'd be all for that.
Yeah.
Even though I do like the $10 a month, everything free deal that they have.
Yeah.
But for those of us without that kind of option, like I said, SmackDown on Fox was a gift for us, but then they took it away.
Yep.
Almost immediately.
Yep. Almost immediately, not even 3 weeks into the damn thing.
I need a cigarette.
Anyway, I'm Nerd with a Phone 1 on Twitter and Instagram. If you got any feedback about this episode, hit me up over there.
I'm DreckleRock574 on
Xbox Live.
But good luck getting a hold of me because I never checked that.
All right. Thanks for listening to this rant. Hope to see you on Legion of Geek when we finally get to launch this thing. Peace.